Alright, in this recording we're going to go over the answers to the first exam in CS151 in the summer of 2017. So to do this, we'll just take a look at the script I had for generating the exam, which has everybody got different questions. We'll just go through them all reasonably quickly. You can pause the screen, pause the video here anytime you want to look at something. So there was a question asking for Unix commands. These are the descriptions that were given, is the first string here, and then the second part is answers that I was expecting that would be correct. So these are all on the list of commands that you're supposed to know. And you can see, so for example, a question could have said get help on a command, and the right answer was man. I actually looked at these, it wasn't auto-graded, but these were those were possibilities. There was a question giving the file listing, so this would be a result of ls-l. Okay, this is a file listing that could have been from ls-l, and then what are the different parts of it. So this part here is the permissions, and if it was a directory, this would be a D, but since it's not, this is a regular file. The name of the file is at the end, and then you have the owner, the user that owns the group, and the group. This is the file size, and this is the modified date. Okay, so you had to pick out the proper ones of these, and if you didn't remember, then you would want to look at one of your files. So you would go into, so if you do ls-l here, you would see, okay, labo1.txt, that's the name of the file. jkinney, that must be the owner. Users, that must be the group, and then you can see that there's a D or not for directories. Okay, so if you're not sure, go back and look. There were some questions here about what commands to use. So to go to your home directory, cd space tilde, and you could also put your username here, that would be fine. So if you said, you know, whatever your username is, that would work as well. You could have also put /u1/class/cs15101 or whatever. That would be fine. Changing into my directory is this. So this is the homework directory. You have to go to my account, and then in my public_HTML, this class, and then HW for the homework. Okay, so that's that. Listing the contents of your public_HTML is this. If you said, so incorrect would be ls public_HTML, because that depends on what directory you happen to be in already. If you had said cd tilde and then ls public_HTML, that would be okay. And then there's going to be the same issue on if it was asked you to make a directory in your public_HTML, you have to have the tilde/, or on any of these you could have the full path. So that would also be okay. Same issue on copying. If I want to copy hello.txt from my home directory, I have to have the path there into your public_HTML, so there really should be the tilde or the whole path there as well. Making a backup of your public_HTML, so something that people could have missed is the -R on the copy command. If you used rsync, that would have been fine if you did it correctly. If you didn't have the dash capital R, it's incorrect. And if you didn't have the path. Making the directory tilde hello readable and browsable by all. This is one way to do it. You need to have the tilde or the whole path. And copying into the current working directory. So if you want to copy a file to wherever you happen to be, then dot is the current directory. Alright, sizes, kilobytes, megabytes, and gigabytes. So there are 1,000 bytes in 1 kilobyte, and 1,000 kilobytes in 1 megabyte, and 1,000 megabytes in 1 gigabyte, 1,000 gigabytes in 1 terabyte. And then you might have gotten a question that was asking how many bytes in 1 megabyte. That's 1 million. 1 million kilobytes in 1 gigabyte. 1 million megabytes in 1 terabyte. If you gave powers of 2 here, I said that was okay. Even though technically 1 kibibyte, so there's a slightly different, so 1 kibibyte is 1024 bytes. If you're going to use powers of 2 instead of powers of 10, you can look that up. HTML tags, this you can look, your questions came out of here at random. Let's see, highlighted text, some people gave a strong or an EM for that. I was looking for Mark. That's a better answer, and that was on the list of ones you're supposed to know. There may have been some other ones where you gave something that sort of sounded okay to you, but there was a better answer. So check to see whether the answers given here are better than the one you gave. Style, changing the background color. You use the background property. Background color would also be fine. It's not color, so incorrect would be color on this one, or border. Some people put some other things. For the font, most people got one of these. For the alignment, incorrect would be just align. That's not a thing. Also, align text is not a thing. Border, border drawn around an element, I gave you, this was fine. If you just said border and then border style and then some other things, there's some other ways you could have done that was correct. Okay, the colors, red, blue, green, white, and black, those are the colors you're supposed to know the RGB values of. There they are. You were asked to convert a decimal number to binary, octal, and hex. You were given a random decimal number and you just had to do it correctly. Same goes for converting binary to decimal, octal, and hexadecimal. Just had to do it correctly. And then you were asked to make some HTML files. And if you got something wrong on those, there was a comment in your exam file that got copied back into your account. Okay, so those are the answers. You want to check your answers against those for any that you got wrong. The end.